So what are the above surface costs of breach that you as directors and officers need to be protecting your operations, your board committees, your divisions, and your overall organization against? Well, there are above surface costs of breach that you incur immediately, during and post a breach, and there are beneath surface costs of breach that generally amount to up to 30 times the amount of above surface costs of breach that you incur over the course of years after the breach. Let's talk today about the above surface costs of breach. So you have a number. First, technical investigation. So obviously investigating what really happened from a technical perspective. How are the adversaries able to get into your division, your executive's home, your board director's email, because they might be operating on their own email address as opposed to the corporate email address, etc. Second, customer breach notification, especially if you're in a public organization, that's becoming more costly. Third, post-breach customer protection, especially again, if you're talking about public companies, that cost is fairly significant. But even if you're a private organization, you want to retain your customers. And so you want to send the right message to them that you are protecting them post-breach. So this one's becoming very important for everybody. Fourth, regulatory compliance. This one is becoming rather expensive. And even the SEC in its latest rule has acknowledged that. Fifth, public relations. Again, you want to protect your brand, and your brand reputation is one of the things that takes one of the biggest dings in a breach. It happened to you, therefore, what does it mean? Are you going to lose customers? Investors start getting antsy, etc. Sixth, attorney fees and litigation. This one's fairly obvious, right? Especially if you have a class action suit, this can be expensive. And finally, seventh, cybersecurity improvements. This doesn't talk just about technical cybersecurity improvements. It's about how do we educate our board, executives, employees on what they should have been doing that they haven't been doing that led to a breach, and what they should be implementing in their own divisional and board committee and operational protocol in order to prevent the next breach. So ask your division heads and your board committee heads, do you have a breach prevention protocol in place that would mitigate, if not prevent, each of these 7 above surface costs of breach? If you need help, reach out.